Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, September 19th. It's like 8:40 at night because this is the first time we've had a chance to film.
I think the next video might be the next section might be a little closer with the light behind the laptop.
I'm not going to attest to great video quality this go around. Sorry, we're going to do our best.
There's also the fact that I was actually planning on going to bed in 20 minutes.
I had Ladies Guild tonight. We were going to film yesterday, but someone needed to get the lawn mowed before it stormed this morning.
And my arm still hurt.
Yeah.
And I actually don't know where the ibuprofen is.
It's over on my table, I think.
That makes me
Guild Needle Art shows this past weekend. It's been busy.
My car hated me.
Joe's car decided it was going to act up on Friday.
No, there's act up and there's I had to be towed home.
Yes, he had to be towed home. But
a 2-inch by 1/2-inch oval piece of a part of my cooling system decided to blow out the side. Luckily, I saw where the part was. It actually wasn't that hard to get to it. So, and luckily, they had parts at a local place. So, got the part, got it fixed. But it was a process.
Yes, it was.
I just got that check engine light fixed, too, while I was at it.
You know, and while we are...
Could you kill the light in the kitchen? That might help.
This is my favorite thing ever. There's one in my craft room, too, and it's got a fan on it. There's one in my craft room, too, and it's fabulous. In the middle of all of this drama Friday with his car, like him trying to get a hold of me, keep me apprised of what's going on. At first, AAA told him it was a 3-hour wait, so I called my mom and dad and said, hey, could maybe Dad look at it and see if there's something that you and Joe, that Joe could go get. You could take Joe to get the part, to get it fixed, to at least get it to the shop in less than 3 hours.
That's actually why I was under the hood, because I was checking to see if I could drive the car home. And then I realized there was a gaping hole in the side of it and went, no. Luckily, the tow truck driver did not take 3 hours, which is part of the reason why it was so complicated, because literally 20 minutes later, the tow truck's getting there. So while I'm making phone calls, my car's getting put on the back of a truck.
Yes.
I have never made so many phone calls in my life.
Yeah, it was quite something. And in the middle of all this bullmarky, I went to the new yarn store that's in Oberlin, which is like the next town over. That early afternoon, because I picked up ice cream from our favorite ice cream guy over in Oberlin, and so I went to the yarn store. In the middle of all of this, while I'm freaking out because my husband's sitting on the side of a country road with cars, like I can hear the cars.
No shoulder, and it's also a detour from a closed exit in Ansick Ramp because I just got off the highway at a different exit, and it's also the bypass route for everybody. So it's like a road that's meant to have a quarter of the traffic it was dealing with, and I'm stuck on the side of the road, half in the lane.
In the middle of all of this, I hear my dog playing in the living room. Didn't think anything of it. It's one of the balls of yarn that I bought at the yarn store. This is 200 grams, 328 yards of yarn. She took it out of my bag. There was yarn everywhere in my living room. She doesn't eat it. She just kind of bats it around and plays with it. And she'll take her toys and she'll bite them. That's and so Friday was a great day in our house.
It took each of us taking a 3-hour turn to get that thing untangled so we could roll it out.
Yes, but it's now nicely rolled up. In a nice little cake.
Little.
I think I'm going to have to roll the other one, though. Actually, no, it won't.
I was actually going to say, I think that thing's actually designed for a smaller role, by the way it was acting towards the end.
It's designed for something this size. My yarn
Please
winder.
put the other two up.
I had to yarn something that size. It worked. It didn't love me, but it worked. So it's just it was a crazy last couple of days. Crazy last few days. Why don't we shout out our viewers or our commenters?
Hi! No. Hi, viewers!
Hi, viewers that don't
Hi,
comment.
commenters!
Hi, viewers that don't comment. You should comment.
Actually, if they don't have anything to say, if you don't have anything you can say I don't have anything to say in the comments.
That's funny.
I want to see how many people watch and are willing to type a couple words down there just for the fun of it.
And I kind of do that too, though. I watch sometimes and don't really have much to say, and then I don't say anything, and I'm like, oh, I should have said something.
And then there's me on TikTok having fun saying random things that are making people laugh.
But I don't watch nearly as much Flosstube as I used to.
Shall we?
Yes, go ahead.
Craft Cave Dwellings.
That would be Angie.
Girl, you changed your name.
My little history lesson.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One is 3 poop emojis, a blinky sticky foot tongue out emoji,
Face.
and then a tilted laughing crying emoji.
I don't remember what the poop emoji was about.
So just got orangey Jeep Girl Stitches.
Jeep Girl Stitches. New viewer. She said she just found us. So.
I was actually wondering if your cousin took up cross stitching.
Right. My cousin is a Jeep 4x4 girl.
She taught herself how to take one apart and put it back together again.
She has taught her. Yeah, she's taught herself. She works for a post. Oh, I forget what it is. I forget what the actual term is, but they make, aftermarket parts for Jeeps. She loves her Jeep. We got
fantastic. Teresa, Bridget, and Victoria.
Yes, so very fabulous. Thank you guys for watching our videos and commenting. And
the cat feels unloved.
Yes, the cat feels unloved, spending a little time with us. So let's move on to whips. Whips. The cat just ran away.
Nope.
Cat was in his lap. No whips for you.
I've been playing Mass Effect. Those who know.
Yes. Okay.
I was originally going to stitch tonight while you were at Ladies Guild, but my brain is so deep fried right now.
It was thunderstorming this morning when we woke up, just before Joe went to work. Oh, I didn't tell you this story. Well, I'm getting my whips out because I got to grab them off the table. Chair.
Thing.
Off the thing. Went to Mass with Mom and Dad this morning. Forgot that I had to bake for a funeral today over at this church. Because parents go to one church, we go over here. I go to Mass with Mom and Dad on Mondays a lot of the times down at their church. Mom's like, oh, we just so happen to have a cake over at the food pantry because she does with the food pantry with their church. So they get like cakes and pastries that are kind of a little bit past their best by date. They're still good to eat. They're just not as fresh. Mom was like, please come take this stupid cake because nobody ever takes the stupid half-sheet cakes that they get. True story. So I go over with Mom to where they have the food pantry, which is the old church, their old church. Which is what they call the old church. And it's in the basement. There's water all over the basement floor. There's water coming in from somewhere up in the front end that we couldn't get to. There was a few moments of panic going, oh my God, where is the water coming from? And somebody had taken the cake. Nobody ever takes these big, they have big half sheet cakes. Nobody ever takes them. Somebody took the cake this week. I'm like, it's okay.
At least what you did warn Father, right?
I mean, yes, Mother text messaged Maria, the maintenance the lady that does a lot of the maintenance stuff, and she went over and talked to Father. All right, so I'm like, oh my god, that's how much it rained this morning. So poor Joe had to drive in a thunderstorm because it was moving west to east, and he drives west to east in the morning. All that for that. Yeah, I know, my crazy story. All right. Food
Nothing
Network
like driving through a storm, just have it catch up with you when you get to work. What's really funny is I actually had the same snowstorm snow on me 3 times.
You did.
It was snowing when I left. I drove, and then it left. Then I drove, caught up with it, drove through it, drove out of it, got to work, and then it snowed on me again. And I'm like, I have snow from the same snowstorm on my car 3 times. And the people at my work were just like, you
Joys
what?
of living by Lake Erie. All right.
Oh no, thank God it wasn't the lake effect stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, we do get secondary lake effects sometimes over here. All right. Food Network Week was last week. Let's start with stitch on a whip that portrays a scene outside of your country of residence or was purchased from a designer outside of your country of residence. Alexandra Adelaide does not live in the U.S. I believe she's Italian. And I am stitching lace corsets.
Is it fragile?
Yes. And I am stitching this on a custom random. It's actually, no, it's not. It is Rapunzel by Hand Dyed by the Slovak Farm. It's 32 count. I got, how many stitches did I do? Oh, I stitched this for 3 things. I am so sorry. So I stitched this for, not in the U.S., stitch on a whip that has some component that was purchased, 1, gifted or downloaded from an online source. The floss I'm using for this is Silks for You, PR 177. And then stitch on a whip of your choice and tell us about your favorite Food Network host or program.
Can I be a smart horse?
What?
It's hand dyed by the Slovak Farm, therefore technically you bought it online because you sold them online.
This is true. But also because I...
And you also ordered all the stuff for it online.
Yes, dear.
A little self-promotion never hurt.
A little self-promotion. Anyways. But... So I did 685 stitches on it, which was, I know it was all of this flower, its stem, this stuff in here. So, I like it. And my favorite Food Network host was Anthony Bourdain. He left the network after a few years, went to Travel Channel, which was owned by the same company, and then went to CNN. And, you know, unfortunately in 2018 he passed away. But will always be my favorite Food Network host because, really, I just adore him. And if it weren't for a show on Food Network, I wouldn't probably have any awareness of him. I mean, I might have, but...
Okay, we went to go see this guy when he went and talked in Cleveland.
I cried when he died. Alright, then I stitched on my Sal project, and I switched, I took Fall on the Farm off of the Sal series, even though there is a Fall on the Farm Sal, because I can fit that into a lot of the prompts that we're getting during the week. Supernaturals, I don't know. Just doesn't work with a lot of the prompts. So having this Sal prompt is great for it because I can stitch on this Sal. But this is on a piece of 32 Kemp Dirt Road by the Slovak Farm. And I did 301 stitches. Mr. Werewolf Man is all finished. Well, his block is not all finished. I have to finish the bottom border here. But, oh, and I have to do the back stitch. I didn't realize I didn't do the back stitch. So, I basically stitched in the werewolf. No, the werewolf was stitched in. I finished stitching in the moon. I stitched in, there's little, like, I don't know, like stars, I guess you could say there, and a bone, and the skulls and bones there. That's what I stitched on my werewolf man. And I do not have the border all done. The reason there's thread hanging there is because I'm kind of working the border. There's a little bit more detail on the border, but I'm kind of working the border down as I stitch them. And I'll do the same thing with this side. And then I'll put like the border details in at some point. But I am very behind. I think we're on creature number, I don't even know what creature number we're on.
Honey, please stop saying talking about being behind on Sal's.
I know. We got the last wall on the farm.
Half of your Sal's you don't start until they're done.
This is true. There's a new pattern coming out from, we did Queen of the Ocean last year. Suddenly, she's got a new one coming out, and I'm definitely not going to commit to that one until I see it, because I almost committed to Queen of the Sea, but I decided against it, and I'm glad I did, because I don't actually like that pattern.
And honey bunny,
What?
can I ask you real quick? I thought of the comment of the day. I want to see how I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
How do any of you actually keep up with styles, with these style projects?
Some people do.
I'm asking our commenters. Are you some people? Or are you like us and just like do what we can, whatever? Comment below. I'm done.
Okay. So then,
Frack.
I don't know. Stitch on a whip that's been in progress for over a year. Stitch on a whip that portrays either day or night. This actually has both, and it has been in progress for well over a year because I started it in 2020. The year from, you know what? Shores of Hawk Run Hollow.
H-E-double hockey sticks.
And I can proudly say this is on a piece of hand dyed by the Slovak Farm in a colorway that is no longer available because dye lots have changed. Sorry. I was working on the hip block. I will wait for thee. I finished it. All I had to do really was finish the border. Finishing the border was 532 stitches. All I did on this was the border. I am not doing all of the blocks. I'm doing them as individuals. And I am doing the verses and the memorial block, which is the one I have to do next. I'm going to do more of the hawk runs and do them as individual blocks. And have a little hawk run village somewhere in my house. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but
The ceiling?
you know, where do I put any of my stuff? It's planned. It's a good plan. Let's see if it executes. Considering the fact that I've been working on shores for 2.5 years now. Okay. That completed Food Network week. No, I'm not kidding. I have been on this kick lately where, like, I just don't want to switch projects. I just don't. I get in these moods where I really want to switch projects a lot, and then I don't want to switch projects. I don't know. So I had one more monthly to finish for the September monthly. Yeah, I know. Which was to stitch on something that reminded me of middle school. And since I learned to cross stitch when I was in middle school, I stitched on something that was stitching related. I also stitched on this for the new week that we got on Friday, something that was out of this world. I think houses and plants on top of bobbins, on top of spools of threads, are definitely not from this world. This is stitched on a piece of 32 count light mocha Belfast linen. I don't love stitching on linen, but I do it when I'm gifted it. I was gifted the pattern, the linen, and all of the threads. So I'm going to stitch it on linen. I did 616 stitches total.
Maybe the scissors are the ship they all arrived in.
Yep. Finished the scissors. Got 2 bobbins completely done.
God bless you.
Thank you. And then decided to do the top and the bottom of the last 2 bobbins. It's kind of hard to see. It's not as hard as I thought it was to see this thread. But I still may throw an outline on it because it is very blendy. I try not to go too fast because I was told once upon a time that I went too fast and people wanted to see my stitching.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm tired and my allergy medicine is worn off for the evening.
Sorry.
That's why I'm like over here because I'm
almost done.
watching my nose. I'm not rushing you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not rushing you. I just am.
And then I pulled out Stitch on a Whip, where you have relied on someone or something, not a chart, fabric, floss, needle, scissors, to help you stitch and tell us why. I have relied on people to listen to me complain about this project.
Which one?
And that is
Oh God,
Tale as Old as Time. I love this project. I think it is wonderful. But it gonna be the damn death of me.
isn't this the one where you like miscounted so many times it's not even funny?
No.
No, that's the other one you did.
Yeah.
That's the other. You've done too many flipping Castle Sals.
No, I haven't. This is like the second Castle Sal that I've done.
Exactly. I love you.
Had I known, a sizable portion of my problem with this is, had I known that there were quarter stitches in this, I would have not done this on Ada. But the designer said Ada is perfect for this project. Ada is not perfect when you have quarter stitches. It's doable, but as someone who stitches on even weave, my preference, especially when I have quarter stitches, is even weave.
Honey.
What?
I love you. And that is a perfect example of something she has said about this project so many times. She triggered PTSD in me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just, I know how you felt about this, and it's like you could have done that on something that didn't have quarter stitches.
Yes. So I stitched 327 stitches on this. I finished Maurice in the Castle room. And then these 2 are bonus rooms. I am putting mine on in the movie order. So this block are bonus rooms. This is, I get the title of it. Oh, it's Belle in her room. You can't see it very well. I finished the little, like,
I can see it.
castle details and then put one of the colors on the wall in. Because I have, like, none of the colors I needed for this room pulled out. And I was just so done last night when I was stitching on this.
About things she's listened. The cursed.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if by the time you're done, you're gonna have half the freaking craft room down here.
I swear, I'm gonna have half the flosses that I own in this bag by the time I'm done because there are just
That's what I just said.
so many daggone colors. It's getting a little frustrating. It's a lot frustrating. Okay, so that is my stitches for the week. Y'all have already seen my haul because it was my yarn. So let's move on to plans and announcements.
Monkey presses button.
Plans and announcements.
Yay!
It's 9 o'clock at night, and I have to edit a video.
You can do that tomorrow morning. It can be a little late.
It might be.
I don't think anybody's going to complain. When they see how dark it is, they're going to be like, uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, I actually had a thing I wanted to do.
Oh.
Don't say I'm figuring out, like, thanks to, like, Zelda map and stuff like that, though this is probably the last, Zelda map's probably one of the last really confetti pieces because I don't like stitching them.
Joe and I are now full coverage lovers.
And the problem is like, I literally spent 8 hours on this project and it doesn't look like I did a thing. And I was chooching right along because I was filling in so many spots along the way. It's like, I think I'm going to stick to my monochromatics.
Joe and I are now full coverage lovers.
I don't even like multicolored because I was actually talking to somebody while we were Lynn from Linda when we were out at the show, and we were talking, and I was like,
She's
"Yeah,
a guild member."
Yeah, she kind of runs the.
She runs the Needle Arts show. I love her. She does an amazing job.
Yes, and we were talking, and I'm like, we were talking because she was disappointed that I didn't get it. She's like, "Why didn't you enter anything?" I'm like, "Because I haven't finished anything in the last year." So this year I'm doing my stitchy goals for this rest of this year and for next year using the stitching show as my New Year's. I'm going to look for some smalls because I need to get some stuff done to keep me motivated.
I know where to find some smalls.
So do I. Just got to get around to it. And I'm going to start stitching smaller projects. The Squirrels of Sumatra, the Zelda map, they're too big.
They're big. They're long projects.
Don't have as much drive or fun stitching projects that I spend 6 hours on, and then I look at the project and go,
well, Squirrels of Sumatra, you do get progress on.
I know, but the Zelda map, I love my Zelda map. I want to do my Zelda map, but my Zelda map and I are not friends. I hate to abandon it to whipped purgatory, but it might go there.
We are not full coverage stitchers.
If I had known about that 10 block stuff, I might be better off.
I don't even love it with that stuff.
But like squirrels, I haven't done just because I had other stuff to do. And the idea of this big project was annoying me. So I might put this project into a different bag that I don't like the bag of and just put it into Whip Purgatory for now.
UFO it?
Okay, we're going to take a UFO to Purgatory. Okay.
I like Whip Purgatory, though.
And I'm just going to probably tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight, but we decided to film the whole video instead of a quick announcement saying we're filming tomorrow. And
I was like, look, if I'm going to turn the camera on, I'm going to drag the camera out. We going to get this done.
By the way, your hair like that makes you beautiful.
Thanks.
But I'm going to find some small. I'm going to do a small. I want to do something quick, easy, monochromatic. Just something to quickly bam, boom, bing, get it done. So that way I can feel like I'm getting some progress. That way I can ring the bell for myself so I can get something done. Because I literally, for a year, have not finished a darn thing. And it's probably why my bug's leaving, because my bug's sitting here going, I'm not worth anything. I'm not getting any closer to the finish line. I'm not a big stitcher. I don't stitch enough for big stitches. That's probably why even if I join Daily 30, I won't do the prompts because I stitch in a color. No, I only have one.
Alternative stitches are a thing, but you can also you can get by with just doing the daily.
That's probably what I'll do. Because, like, literally, I might cheat and literally do a project in Ooh, that's a good idea. I want to do a snowflake in rainbow thread.
All I got to say is, it's you I like.
Mm-hmm.
Few people will get that, but those who do will laugh hysterically.
You have to explain it to me. But no, do you think you can get me rainbow floss?
I probably.
Eventually. One of these days. That'll be funny. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll shut up now.
No, you're okay. Usually you don't have plans.
I literally am having a freaking stitching crisis over here. I just didn't.
Crisis of the stitches.
No, my bug literally walked up, stepped on my throat, and said, "Now listen here."
Now listen here, homie.
Yeah, my bug jumped me.
Well,
Thought the visual of that just made you laugh.
Yeah, the visual of that. I'm already planning for next year.
So am I.
It's like September. It's the middle of September. I don't think it's too early at this point. No, I'm planning in sense of, for one thing, I'm figuring out what I want to participate in and what I don't want to participate in. Yeah. And how I want to focus next year on projects, because I have a couple ideas I need to think through. But let us start with the short-term goal plans. And this week in Daily 30 is Seaham Week, which is a vacation town in England. It is a small North Sea coastal town on the Durham Heritage Coast in the northeast of England, with a history that dates back to the 7th century.
Would you like to know what my smart butt thought of when I thought of sea ham?
What?
Ham that was made with sea salt.
Okay.
They use salt for ham, don't they?
Yes, they do. Let's do the down and dirty version of this. Quick. To stitch on a whip that contains something out of this world. You saw that. That was my jardin privé. Relied on something or yeah. You saw that. That was Beauty and the Beast. Tales of the Time. And then the last three I have left to do, I'm going to attempt to do them all on Fall on the Farm by Little House Needleworks. Because like I said, I'm tired of switching projects a lot right now. That's where I'm at right now. So that's what I'm going to do. Stitch on a whip that has multiple parts, such as a series like Christmas Village from Little House Needleworks, or from one designer, or a mystery style released in parts. Fall on the Farm. Stitch on a whip that contains water in some form. There is a well on Fall on the Farm. I'm not there yet, but there's a well on it. Stitch on a whip of your choice and tell us your favorite thing to do on a holiday. Absolutely nothing.
Actually, Fall on the Farm is your favorite thing to do.
Cross stitch is my favorite thing to do on a holiday. And then the Sal prompt, which will be supernaturals.
Can I be smarter though?
What?
Where are we on Thanksgiving?
My parents' house. Fall on the Farm.
Bingo! Bingo, bango, bongo. And I was thinking about this only because a friend of mine had somebody knocking on her window. She wanted to check, and it was turkeys. So we had a bunch of, and it ended with me reminiscing about how every year we have deep fried turkey. And they were like, I wonder what that tastes like. And I'm like, it tastes like really juicy turkey. And actually, if you do it right, it doesn't get oily or greasy.
Like turkey.
Yeah. No. The fast food places have the oil like 100 degrees less than it should be.
It tastes like turkey. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, it's okay. So that's plans for the week. There are no announcements.
Spiel time.
Spiel time.
Please like, comment, subscribe, bell notification thingy Bobby. Oh, YouTube thing. By the way, this is ringing the bell, by the way.
He's ringing the bell. Well, I'm not ringing your bell.
And have a nice day, y'all.
Have a great week. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with us.
And
see
I
you
hope
next
your
time.
bug doesn't step on your throat like it did mine.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.